Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to those who are just now finding us. Here on this channel, we are a one-stop shop. We cover everything from the bakery, photography, couture clothing, everything that you would need to plan the perfect event. And so today we have been commissioned to create um, some treats. There's six of each. There's donuts, Rice Krispies, strawberries, and Oreos that we will be creating. So we're going to make a series of just breaking it down instead of making one long video. There will be short videos that we will try to create in 15 minutes, showing you how we create and make this 5 nights at Freddy come to life. Yeah, guys, I had no clue to what this was until I had to go look some things up because that's what I do. I always tell people, do your homework, and therefore you will get insight on what it is you're being asked to do. So, as you can see, I've already started things, and let's get more into the video. So, guys, you're going to see me adding more color to this color. Actually, it is a lime green that I had created for the previous event. And so anyone who knows me know that we're not going to waste anything. So I figured I would take this chocolate and then I would just add a deeper green to it. I'm using Chefmaster's green, and you'll see me. I'm checking and I'm looking because when you use these colors or when you add these colors, sometimes it'll leave streaks if you do not thoroughly mix it. So you will see me constantly mixing it and trying to make sure that it is blended well within that color to create the color that I want. I'm going to speed this up. Now that I have that perfect shade of green that I want, it is now time to dip. So I am going to, you'll see me dip it, and then I twist a little, I lift it up, and then I shake and place it down. I shake to make sure the chocolate is even, and then I will probably add my sprinkles to it. Normally, I dip my donuts and I decorate after, but with me only having to create one, I think I am going to just try to decorate as I go. But we'll see once I start exploring with the other colors. Next, I will be doing the color purple, and we will be doing the same thing as we did with the green. So the color red is up next, and I will be making it identical to the purple and the green also with the sprinkles. By the way, I know I haven't mentioned it, but everyone knows I'm the sprinkle lady, and I created these sprinkles out of colors that I already had. I showed in my previous video um, how I create my sprinkles, a couple of videos. Um, this one right here that I just created. I show how I actually create my sprinkles, but I created these sprinkles specifically with the colors of the chocolates that I'm using because this is what the client asked me for, these colors. And so I create these sprinkles. You will see them also used in my Rice Krispies because that's another whole video. But again, here we go. So now, you guys, I am at the color yellow, and I know that the honoree, I will be making his donut dipped in actually chocolate, the brown color chocolate, because each character has its own color. However, I said, wait a minute, why do I have donuts left? And so I realized I'm supposed to be making six. And so therefore, I am going to create some duplicate colors in order to make the full six. And then I have an extra donut for the honoree because that's something that I always do with birthday parties and especially children birthday parties. I normally create them their own set of treats just for them. And so, because parents always complain, even for themselves, like, I didn't get this or I didn't get that. So, to kind of make sure that experience does not happen for my honoree, I always create them something. And the parents, they have no clue that I'm going to do it. I just show up with it. Or I give it to them when they come to pick up. And I'm like, no, this is their extra, there's actual personalized set just for them. Okay, so I have duplicated the colors yellow and green, and then I have already dipped the honoree's donut in the brown color. And so now you're just going to see me I'm going to drizzle some designs on these other three donuts to complete the set. Now I want to apologize because you see me put in the second yellow donut that is already completely designed over to the side to dry. I realized that I was totally out of the camera frame as I designed that donut. I do apologize. However, and we will be moving on to the next design. So as you can see, I did dip a second chocolate donut. One is for the honoree. The other one will just be an extra that will go along with the six. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to design it, but you'll see in the end how I actually designed both of them. Now I'm just going to add some of my elegant dust to top these off, and then I will be moving on to designing the chocolate ones. So now I'm down to the fun part, even though the other part was fun also. But now I get to be a little bit more creative on how I want to design the honorees donut, but then also do the other brown donut that I dipped. And so I don't want it to upstage the honorees donut. So what I've decided to do, as you can see, I'm embellishing. Well, I'm going to embellish the honorees donut and one and the other one with his will have his name on it, and then the other will have the number 5. So I have already pre set in chocolate molds. I did this maybe like 3-4 days ago. You always want to get this stuff out of the way because this can be so tedious. And because I am a chocolate girl on top of being the sprinkle girl, um, I don't like fondant. And so um, I don't give fondant or I don't work with fondant much. Very seldom do I work with fondant because I don't like the taste. And I always think if I don't like the taste, then my client may not like the taste. So, but hey, that's up for you to do what you want to do because your brand is your brand. My brand is my brand. And I know what my customers like because I've kind of gotten them a little spoiled to different things. So I am I'm just going to use some dust, gold dust. At first, I thought I was going to stay with white, but I don't care for that. I'm just going to use some gold dust because of, you will see once you follow this series, you will see why I accent with gold. I always try to figure out, am I accenting with gold or am I accenting with silver? Very seldom am I accenting with rose gold. However, if it's not the silver or the gold, to me, they play identical to black or white. And so black represents to me the gold, and then white represents the silver. That's just how I see things as an artist. And so, yeah, I'm going to speed this up though. Okay, so now that I have finished that task, I'm just going to close up my dust and move it out of the way. And then I am going to get my chocolate so that I can then start putting the letters onto the donut. Normally, see, I'm getting ahead of myself because, yeah, I wouldn't have, I shouldn't have put that on with the chocolate because now you're going to see me line them up the way I should have did that. Fortunate for me that I put it in a place where I could line the other letters up and it would still look neat. But pro tip, always kind of set the letters where you want them to go before you start putting the chocolate on the back to adhere so that they can stick to the donut. But yeah, so I am going to speed this up so we can get to see all of them together. Comment below if you've ever created themed donuts. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm going to need you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Make sure you like this video. Be elegant.